freshly picked fruits and vegetables, healthy products for your well-being, high-quality meat cuts, and a warm and friendly service. Low-cost supermarket, Southern Main Road, Cunupia.
Runix Heavy Duty 89 Series. High efficiency, brushless 20-volt motor. All-in-one professional angle grinder kit. Runix brushless angle grinder.
Welcome to the home of Pure Oxygen Spring Water. A breathtaking 1,000 feet above sea level, where the elements collide. In an area of outstanding natural beauty. This land, our land, embodies nature, and our methods respect it. We use clean energy, solar, hydro, wind, to bring you the cleanest water. Every drop, sustainably sourced from pristine Cornish farmland. From the raw beauty of rainfall to our state-of-the-art bottling facility, situated on an ancient underground lake. We're reminded of the timeless power of pure water. But it doesn't stop here. The secret of cure lies in the pure oxygen we so carefully infuse. To breathe life into every bottle of pure water, without chemicals or additives. Pure pushes the boundaries of what water can do, uniting life's most essential ingredients: water and oxygen. The next generation of hydration. Pure Oxygen, nature's ultimate water.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening and welcome to Breaking Barriers here on IBN Channel 8. Of course, I'm Inshan Ishmael, your host, and it's a gorgeous Wednesday evening here in Trinidad and Tobago. And of course, we had some showers a little bit early on, but let's start off with our advertisers. And of course, let's welcome our good friends at Tile Expression Company Limited. And just to advise you that Tile Expression just received a huge shipment of tiles, and we're talking not just only porcelain but ceramic and everything to go with it too, as quartz countertops, you name it. Give them a call and of course they will be able to fix you up accordingly. You know, I just need to say something in regards to, because I don't want to dwell on this court case with Krukro you know, ad nauseum, but I just want to say that I am shocked at the huge amount of people who are meeting me in the supermarkets, and it's not only people, it's people across the board. And my daughter and I, we were in the supermarket, and you know, we were there, and people who are part of the African community are complimenting me on the win. And of course, I would like to thank them so much, because this is not about gluten. This is not about making yourself feel superior and another person feeling inferior. The goal is, as I said before, and I will continue to say, the problem with Trinidadians is that we feel that we could do anything and say anything and get away with it. And one of the things that came out in that court case was someone calling a radio station and referring to me as a racist 3 times. And as far as I'm aware, the Telecom Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, what we would like to know is, seeing that that came out into the open and that was made public, and the chairman of the Telecom Authority was one of the attorneys here, what has been done since to correct, or what has been done since to bring up the radio station and to more or less find them, or to find a way to deal with these sort of things? Because let us face facts. I mean, I am a type of person, I say it as it is, but I know where to draw the line. At least I try to draw the line, and I know exactly. I have never gone past that boundary, and this is why letters upon letters from TAT, and you realize it's them just targeting me because of my political direction, the political direction that I take. One has to also remember that the Telecom Authority, pull back up that email address there. Right, okay. Find the Gmail, okay. Yeah, it's looking, okay, it was looking kind of off a little bit. Right, one of the things as well is that you have to remember is that the Telecom Authority was put there by the government of the day. And the Telecom Authority is not there to act on behalf of the PNM people complaints only. They are there to act as a representative of the state, which represents the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, not peace. And this is why just today we filed complaints for almost 10 programs last week. And one of the programs was an attack on a sitting judge. On a sitting judge, and I would not name the judge, but all those documents have been filed and have gone in for recordings to come to us so that we could deal with that. And in fact, I had to contact one of the Sabgas about a statement made on Freedom 106 FM as well, with one of their hosts. And that is the recordings that we are getting to as well, because one of their crew, their hosts definitely crossed the line. And, you know, when you hear statements, and it is interesting, Moody, when you hear statements that we need to boycott them, and you hear that we had to support we own, and that is the kind of statement that comes over the airwaves of Trinidad and Tobago. I have never once in my life said that we need to boycott them, referring to any member of the African community, or we need to support our own, referring to my community. It is something I will never do, because at the end of the day, I've always said, and this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my place was a mess, because we had a boycott sale. Yes, a boycott sale. Because you see, there were people in the PNM who are not happy with the judgment, and they decided that they're going to call for a boycott of my businesses. So therefore, if you crash your car and you need quality repairs, don't come by me. If your car engine mash up or you have mechanical problems, don't come by me. Or if you're feeling for a good burger or a good steak or a good chicken or veggie sandwich, don't come by me. So what happened is that I told people, don't come by me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Right? All you're boycotting my place, and all you're boycotting all the specials we have. And we had lines upon lines of people. And I would like to thank the people who came out, because essentially what you did, you sent a message to those people who have this stereotypical thinking that here what happening, boy. Because it's 8 years now, they've been trying to boycott me. And every time they boycott, my business succeeds more. So I want to encourage those PNM people outside there, especially radio talk show hosts, who own nothing, many of them, right, who own nothing. I want you to please continue to boycott me, because the more you boycott me, the more my business succeeds, because the more the people who are viewers of mine, the people who are supporters of mine, will come out in droves and support me. And that is something that we call reverse psychology. Because quite frankly, when you look at what is taking place, it shows you the support that you have and the support that I have. So here's what we're going to do. This weekend, I can't do it Saturday. But I can't do it Sunday. But I'll do it Friday. And I'll do it Saturday again. Because you love the steak special and because you love the lamb special that we had, which is lamb and rosemary sauce, and we give it for $100 and it could feed 2-3 people, we're going to stick to the price of $100 this weekend, and we're going to give you, right, a high quality 8-ounce ribeye with 2 sides for $125. That's Friday and Saturday. Again, Friday and Saturday only, right? Also, just to advise, we are having our bazaar on Sunday. I repeat, this, now all those of you watching this right now, please share this all over to your groups. For all Jamaats, if you could announce this, please. It's for Sunday, the 11th of February, from 12 noon to 6 p.m. The Chubby Play Park will be there. We'll be having chair plane rides. Of course, this is a fundraiser. Use with my program online. If you're starting to have problems, let me tell you something, and I'm saying this very clearly. If you're having problem with flow, just switch to another provider, not Digiseller, because you're going from the pot into the fire there. Because quite frankly, I mean, oh gosh, boy, how often are we going to take this thing? Anyway, let me just welcome Neil Shuz to this segment. And Neil Shuz, it's where you would be able to get parts for your BMW. Bus shed turn into. Let's take a picture of the bus. Let's see the bus shed again. Right? This is what the bus shed looks like now. So this is truly representative. And I continue to tell people, it does not matter what race you are. It does not matter what your father and mother supported. You see, how I grew up in bamboo, right? You know, I have to be careful because people say you're talking about bamboo. Because last time I talked about bamboo, they say I was a racist. When I grew up in bamboo, right? One of the things that I noticed with my parents is that they always taking care of their parents as a gift. You see it as a curse. And we have seen it time and time again. But that's a next story. Let me just welcome our good friends, Goli, and just advise berberine. Yes, Aha berberine is low on stock right now. So therefore, stock will be coming back in soon because all are buying it out. Right? So remember, Goli. And remember, this is halal. The gelatin in this, right? Vegetarian stuff, so you're good to go. Natural weight loss, diabetic support, lowers cholesterol, enhances your energy. It boosts your immune system, plus it helps with digestion. And it's available at pharmacies nationwide. Thank you very much, guys. Let's go again. Yeah, let's go with that. You know, I laugh. Moody, what do you think that video is about? I don't know. No, guess. You think it's about opening a building, about a brand new 10-kilometer road? You look like you want to tell people put on masks. Right? Okay. You know what it is about it, right? No, you know. All right. I want to mention that name now. I want to get him in trouble. Right. Let us run the video because I want you to see what this hype is about, what all this production in this video is about. Take a look.
Very helpful to the PT group and Union Street members of the community, which actually crossing the road is safer for them.
All right. all of a sudden, you realize everybody started to advertise now. But that video was to launch, you see the white line on the road? All that drama, minister coming because they paint a pedestrian walkway on the road. Could we get our part back with the painted white lines? Imagine that. In Trinidad and Tobago, we have to get a minister to come to celebrate the marking of a white line. A white line. That. Imagine that. That is where we reach in this country. And you know what is interesting? The people in St. Joseph will hug him up and celebrate. For donkey years you have been asking for this. 1 gallon of paint, which me and Moody could have done in half an hour. Half an hour. Right? 1 gallon of paint. And all you have to celebrate this. And that is what you call representation. And this is the same man that have our healthcare system in shambles. But when he come, all you're hugging him up. That is all your partner. That is all your minister. And I keep telling people, these fellas and them, I don't hate them. I don't wish bad on them. But you see, there comes a time when you as a member of parliament, you're supposed to have some responsibility. And not only that, when you are responsible, you are supposed to take care not just the people who voted for you, but the people who did not vote for you as well. But under this present administration, it doesn't work so. And if I may dare say so, under the last administration, you had some discrimination too as well. But that is for our next story. Let's go again. Beetham parents are threatening to block roads in protest as the Excel Beetham Primary School has not had electricity for a month. And I will encourage the people of Beetham to get up and do that. Because let me tell you something. Don't let anybody take your child's education and throw it out the window. In fact, I dare say that the people of Beetham should not have waited a month. Almost immediately after 2-3 days, because your children are suffering while there is no electricity there. So all you need to do now is hit the streets and watch how fast. All of a sudden, all your electrical problems will fix. So organize, get the community together and put things in place, and you're going to see how fast they will fix that. All you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let me just welcome our good friends, True Value Home Mart. And remember, True Value Home Mart, they have a wide selection of double-sided decking. And as I said before, many people use this. You could use this for a variety of things. Some people use it. You ever see the fencing on gates and on your front walls, etc.? You could use this, just cut down the sides, cut it to whatever size you want, and you're good to go. It's waterproof. It does not rot. It could remain longer than you. So when the children inherit the house and they throw away half everything you have, they will still have a good wall in front and a good gate. All right, so let's go again. Now, I posted this up not knowing that it was a joint effort. Now, watch this. According to the councillor, the Ministry of Works provided the labor. Now, I commend Baksh Construction. I commend the councillor. But Moody, tell me, zoom into that for me, and watch what's going on there under the supervision of the Ministry of Works. Watch this, and you tell me if this is right. How the hell could this be right? How the hell could this be right on any planet? This is wrong. You're paving over dirt and the Ministry of Works is there supervising. But then again, this is the same ministry that had somebody pave the Akbar Trace Road, and I told them it was going to fall apart, and the ministry has done nothing. That is the same ministry along the highway. Man gone and pave areas because that was damaged, and those same areas that they pave over falling apart again. Somebody, Rohan, in fact, through the Freedom of Information Act, we are going to get the last 100 road paving jobs within, I believe, is 2021 and 2023. We're going to get the top 100 jobs. And what we're going to do, we're going to go through contractor by contractor and road by road. And I believe there should be a commission of inquiry into what is going on in the Ministry of Works right now, because I have never seen so many jobs failing. I'm talking about it is almost normal now for a road paving exercise to just fail. And there has to be some way whereby contractors must commit to a warranty or a guarantee, whereby they tell you here what happening. A road in a small community, it should stand up to 3 years without any cracking or falling apart. And if it does, they bear responsibility. A highway, minimum 5 years warranty or guarantee on that highway road. So when that road starts to break apart now, the contractor knows that he's responsible. And if the contractor knows that he is responsible, maybe it is the halfway work they're doing and they're scheming everybody. Maybe they will try to do something differently. Because I am not the only one seeing this. All over Trinidad and Tobago, you have contractors doing shoddy work left, right, and center. And no one is holding them accountable. No one is holding them accountable. And they are getting more contracts and more contracts and more contracts to rip off the country more. I don't know when it's going to end. Huh? I really don't know. Let's go again, guys. Right. You see this? Let us take a look at this. The Chamber of Commerce has called for bipartisan dialogue between the government and opposition to tackle the rampant crime. Guys, I want you to get the front page of The Guardian that I had sent to you all. Right? I had sent a front page of The Guardian. This. What sense it make that the opposition and the government meet when this man will back somebody who has turned out to be an abject failure as Commissioner of Police? What sense does it make that the two of them meet, that the opposition and the government meet, when this man has supported a failure as a Minister of National Security? Pull back up that front page, right? There, you know, look at what Rowley is saying. He says government must give the cop full support, even though she's an abject failure. And the other day, right, where they had her answering questions, the questions were not even answered properly. And still he has faith in her. Let's go back with that front page again, guys. Concedes crime fighting job difficult. And Kamala disagrees, says she should be fired. And Kamala, for somebody who lost 12 elections, you should not be talking about success. You were the same one that was talking about Bass and about how Bass was a failure and how Bass need to go, and the time has come for him to go. But it looked like you stick with crazy glue on that opposition seat, because many commentators that I'm seeing now, many financiers are not going to support you. So don't talk about them when you have your own little bogies to deal with. All right, let me just welcome Automax Radiator Coolant. And remember, folks, don't go and take no pipe water and throw it in your radiator. And especially, you see, Wassa water. Wassa water could corrode everything. That's why Wassa does need some pipe, you know. Their own water does damage your pipe, the kind of water they're giving you. Because Wassa does give you a variety of colors. You'd swear to God that Wassa does support LGBTQ, because every different color you just get out of the pipe. Anyway, let's go to Automax Radiator Coolant, where you get quality, and this is spec for the low-end vehicles, the middle-end, and the high-end vehicles. So even if you drive Mercedes-Benz and BMW and Jaguar, this company have a coolant for your product, for your vehicle, especially even in the trucking industry. If you do a lot of fleet work, you can give them a call as well. All right, so let's go again, guys. You know, I want to run through this. Let's zoom into the text of the matter. Right, good, here we go. While he was unwilling to share his thoughts on the performance of embattled Police Commissioner Erla Haywood Christopher, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley yesterday said government will continue to support her as long as she leads the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. However, Dr. Rowley neither confirmed nor denied whether Haywood Christopher's contract will be renewed when it expires in May. So quite in May. Quite in May. And you know what is he starting? What you call him again, boy? Who chooses the police commissioner? The Police Service Commission, correct? Yeah. Right. They right now should be hunting for a new police commissioner. But you know what happened? They will wait on the night before. If Rowley decide to move out and say, you're here happening, we had to give you a 1 month extension because we ain't get nobody. And then we will give you a 3 month extension. And this is the level of incompetence and stupidity that we have in this country. And I'm sure I want you to record this moment and pull it back, and you could see for yourselves exactly what is going to happen. Because we have been there, we have done that already, and we have seen it time and time again. But I continue to say, you know, when you look at what is taking place in this country, we have become numb. We have become numb. And then, you know what, country is so backward. You can't go nowhere and wind down the place with your bottom exposed. That is lewd behavior. You could be charged for that. But people could put on dental floss and go in the middle of the city and get on like animal, and it is no problem. This is to tell you how backward. Look there, I coming down the road and a trailer, right? They build this big cage on the top and the thing going so, and that going down the road. No license officers have seen that. Nobody has seen that. People could jump on the back of truck. People could jump on the back of van. Trailers that are not registered could be on the road. Everything just, you close your eye and everything just happens. Because it's Carnival. Because for Carnival, everything goes to hell. Let's go again, guys. A police constable has been given the all-clear to pursue a lawsuit over the refusal of Police Commissioner Earl Haywood Christopher to disclose the scores obtained by almost 900 of his colleagues who were controversially promoted to the rank of corporal. But the man is right. The man is absolutely right. Because when you look at the police service and you look at other, when you look, in fact, let's look generally at the state and what the state controls. We have seen time and time again, there's a lot of nepotism. And not only that, there's a lot of favoritism. Sometimes it's based on who you know. Sometimes it's who you support politically. And then sometimes it boils down to race. That I don't want the African Day or I don't want that Indian Day. And we have seen it time and time again. And that has been proven in court as well. Now, last week I mentioned, just to segue a little bit, I mentioned that the intention is that when you look at what is taking place with foreign exchange, and I gave a few examples. For example, Toyota. Toyota is not a foreign exchange earner as far as I'm aware. And Toyota, my background disappeared. I don't know for what reason. Okay. Yeah. Toyota is not a foreign exchange earner. And Toyota have literally hundreds of vehicles on the ground. And not only Toyota, they have Lexus, they have Hino, they have all those things. Toyota have vehicles that they ordered, and they have vehicles on the way. So literally millions, tens of millions in vehicles here on the way and ordered. Lifestyle motors, Porsche, Jeep, Chevrolet, SsangYong, Yongyong, Tonglong, and Suzuki, whatever. Different brands of vehicles. In other words, they have expanded. They were with 1 or 2 brands. And then they now jump on board with other brands. And they are now being given foreign exchange for those other brands as well. So therefore, millions of dollars in foreign exchange. And if you look, you will see by the lots, you will see hundreds of cars sometimes. So they have hundreds of cars, they have vehicles that are ordered, that are on the way, and you have vehicles that are ordered and to be shipped. So we are looking at literally hundreds of millions of dollars, and I could repeat this ad nauseum. But yet it is when I call Republic Bank, and I show them that I have a license for over 150 vehicles. I cannot bring in one vehicle and cannot get foreign exchange for one. But yet it is Republic Bank who is given funds by the state to take care of people like me and people like you and others across the board, because there is supposed to be equity. whereby you treat everyone the same, not because somebody deals in billions that they are priority and we deal with tens of thousands and we are the dogs. And this is something that we decided that we need to take to court. And we are not going to take Republic or Scotiabank or Royal Bank, which I consider to be one of the worst banks in Trinidad and Tobago, to court. We are going straight for the neck, and we are going for Central Bank, because Central Bank is the one that distributes these funds and don't give a damn what the hell they do with it down the road. You go to the bank and you can get $200 to go away. And we have been accepting this for over a decade now. We sit down and accept this, but yet it is Toyota could pay $50,000 US for one Lexus and have multiple in the country. Lifestyle Motors could pay $50,000-$60,000 US for one Porsche and have multiple in the country. But you cannot get 200 US and you have no problems with that. I said last week, let us come together and deal with this. 3 people contacted me. 3 people contacted me. And the 3 people who contacted me said, yes, they want to be part of this. And you know what is the biggest fear? People are afraid, but they will come after me. I am doing this. You have nothing to be afraid of. But it is time we come together and deal with this. Yes, guys, let's run it. Right? And look, this is what was said last week, and I showed this. Right? You could hold back the rest. Right? We're man saying that we don't have a problem. But you and I know we have a problem. Come back to me. Right? You know we have a problem, and we have a big problem. Look, for example, we carry diabetic strips. And I said it last week, I'm not even getting money for diabetic strips. And the company launched a new meter. And what I'm doing now, I'm calling this one, Mr. Ali, Mr. Khan, Mr. Moody, Mr. this one. I need all a credit card because I need to pay a bill to bring diabetic strips. And I have to move like a piper. Whereas you have companies in this country bringing in all kind of different drugs, legal drugs that is, and they get in hundreds of millions of dollars in foreign exchange. But we are not worried. We sit down and we take it, and we take it, and we take it. That is how stupid we are in this country. And people will meet me and say, boy, here what's happening. God bless you. You fight that thing after so much people was attacked. What are you planning to do? Congratulate me again after we win this again while you sit down and do nothing? Your business is suffering. You cannot even pay fees for your children abroad who's studying. And you have no problems, and you're not willing to support this case. And I continue to say that we all need to come together because this will benefit all of us. I will announce when it is starting, and I want all of us to come together because Insha and Ishmael ain't going to pay no attorney fees alone. Right? Because when you look at all the assistance that Richard and others give us, not every time they're going to do things for us out of pocket. This is one time it involves our business. Right? We have been taking this thing for far too long. We have been absorbing it, and we have just been sitting idly while the banks continue to give us pressure and the big Sawatis and we continue to survive. Look today. While seated, waiting for my daughter from school, right, a gentleman recognized me and he came up and he spoke to me. And he said, boy, he said, you don't know me, but I just want to tell you, keep up the fight. He said, I am one of those, don't have the energy for the fight. And he just pulled his shirt down and he showed me, he had a cut on his chest, so he did a triple bypass. And he said, you know, he's waiting for his granddaughter to come out of the college here. And he lost his business. He had a security company that he had for 25 to 30 years. His father gave him, in fact, it was like a family thing from great-grandfather to father. Yeah, apparently it had security in the Fatal Razak too. And it was passed down. And the contract was lost and given to one of the biggest security companies in Trinidad and Tobago. And that story is repeated throughout, where you hear in the east, in the west, in the north, in the south and central, security companies have lost contracts, and one major player is getting all the contracts. You know what is happening there? When you shut down 50, 60 companies, and each one of those companies, you have families, say 3 and 4 members, all those people who would normally spend in a community, you have taken that away and given it to one person. And this is what the state is doing now. The state is destroying the small man. The state is destroying the middleman. The state is only looking after the big Sawati now, because essentially what the government is doing is creating a second division of the police service. You see, when you empower a security company with everything, where they could have unlimited arms, where they could take, in other words, they control almost every facet of government when it comes to securing the place. If anything were to take place in this country, the government have backup of that security company and every single one of them who work under there. And that is essentially what they're doing. Because you see, when you have people like Rowley, who are leaders like Rowley, right, they make countries ungovernable. Trinidad and Tobago is a failed state. Trinidad and Tobago, gone through. People leaving here and going Canada. In Canada, price of food twice as high. You cannot even come outside minus 30 or minus 40. People living in hell. And the only reason they have gone across there, it is to get away from crime. That is the only reason. Because what sense it make that you have the biggest house? What sense it make you have a Mercedes-Benz and you cannot even come out your blasted gate? What sense? What sense does it make? And that is what is going on. Many people right now are happy the way things are going in this country. Because why? They don't care. And I'll show you some of the articles in the papers as we're going along. Let me just welcome Mitsui Limited. And of course, just a reminder, Mitsui Limited, they're the agents for Mitsubishi Electric, the #1 air conditioning system in Japan and Europe. And in Europe, you know, they don't mix matters at all. It's high quality or no quality. And this unit has a 10-year warranty on parts and labor. In Trinidad, 90% of the air conditioning companies give you a 1-year warranty. And you're sure that you're getting problems before that. Give them a call. And remember, like I said, it's 10 years parts and labor. 674-4000 or 675-4000. All right, so let's go again, guys. I don't know if to laugh or cry. Could we zoom into that, please? Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Hines, has confirmed there will be collaboration with United States law enforcement, including FBI and CIA, on security for this year's Carnival. I wouldn't even bother. I wouldn't even bother even reading that. And worse yet, for that failure of a national security minister to have his face on this TV, I don't want it there. Just remove it. Good. We had over 600 murders the year before. No CIA, no FBI. We had people who went missing. We had Andrea Barrett who was murdered. No CIA, no FBI. We have members of every community being murdered in their homes, being attacked. No CIA, no FBI. But for bloody Carnival, to make sure Carnival is safe, we have FBI and CIA here. Why? What is it that we need to have FBI and CIA here for Carnival? What it is? Are we going to have a next Carnival terror attack again, which turned out to be a big stinking lie? And this is why I continue to get vexed. You know. Look at what we are tolerating now, boy. We cannot even come outside our homes. You have to sleep with burglar-proofing, and if a fire hits your house, you die in that very house that has the burglar-proofing. And we are tolerating this. Because you see, that is the type of mindset we have. But like I said, you will see more about that as you go along. Could we get the carnival slide with people who do have a problem coming to Trinidad because because of crime, they don't see crime as a deterrent? Do you have that there, guys? All right. Just give me 1 second, please, folks. I had up I didn't upload that. Right. I'm gonna get it for you now, Justin. Right, here we go. Right. Carnival visitors are saying that they have no worries about crime. They are not scared about crime in Trinidad and Tobago. In fact, one person stated that they have crime all over the world. Do we have that slide by chance, guys? Or no? Right? What happened is that I had done a slide. All right. I had done a slide showing where we have over 160, 170 countries who have little or no issue with crime. But people have this common habit of saying what? All over have crime. All over people don't grab you. Like, for example, the 72-year-old grandmother who was murdered, who was beaten to death, and she is a dual citizenship holder, America and Trinidad, and she was beaten to death. Look at some of these statistics. How many people missing in the last years? Over 500 people in this country missing. None of them is Rowley family. None of them is Hines family. You know what the nightmare of for those people are? Every night if they go to sleep, when they go to sleep, this thing is put next to their bedhead in case they get a call. And if they have a doorbell, anytime the doorbell ring, the first thing they are hoping for is for somebody to say, we found your child. And those 500 people have been living under hell, but Hines and Rowley don't see our problem. Don't see our problem. Because you see, in Trinidad, we spent $146 million on Carnival, which will give us back 20,000. And this year, partner, are asking to the ministry for a breakdown of every dollar spent for Carnival. And you will get to see the type of crookery and commerce that does take place in this thing called Carnival. Enough is enough. How long are we going to take this again? Where all those of you who sit down right now in your homes, you're sitting down, and any little noise you hear, the dog bark, you have to run outside and peep. What type of life are we living in this country? What sense does it make you sacrifice? Look, for example, the owner of Caribbean Glass, right? His father, I knew his father. His father was a respectable man. His father, right, Puran Ram Singh, that man and his family catch their nenen to build that place, and they work hard day and night. And now one of the sons was beaten and he's hospitalized. The director, Puran's son, where they going into his home, and his licensed firearm couldn't even save him. This is where we are at in this country. But you see, people do have a problem with that because, and I continue to say, you see the people who go in Carnival, I don't blame them, you know. I have, for the last 30, 40 years, I remember the only time I went Carnival was when my father took us when we was very young, about 10 years, to see Sailor Mass. And I said, well, okay, if that is Carnival, all right. I went to Calypso tent once or twice, and that was it, all right. But you know what? Those people who go to Carnival, fetes and Carnival, they have a sense of direction that they believe in, and they go for it, irregardless of if they're dead, irregardless of if they get run over by a truck, irregardless if they get robbed. They have a sense of direction in their mind that they're going for that. What about us? What about you and I? The people who catching hell in this country, the people who cannot get foreign exchange, the people who will get robbed, the people whose businesses falling apart, courtesy the government of Trinidad and Tobago. What direction do we have? They are not the problem. We are the problem because we are a bunch of cowards, because you're going to fight the state. Boy, in China, I don't want my company call, Because why? Some fraud you're doing, some bacchanal you're doing, and you hear what your name called. I get jailed 7 times. The government fed up coming after me. They fed up coming after my business. All you see me backing on as it. I have children that I must safeguard. I have children. I have gone up to the biggest police. And I have not backed down. Right? And I even said to an officer who threatened me, I told him if he pushed me, I will push back 10 times harder. Because you see, these fellas need to understand that you have no fear. But the problem is that we are a bunch of cowards in this country. We are a bunch of cowards who will not stand up because we don't understand, or we refuse to understand, that the businesses that are shutting down right now, that is the business to take care of our children and our grandchildren. That is the business to sustain us in case we get sickness and illness, because you go in a private hospital now to do a triple heart bypass is how much? About 200,000? It's about 200,000 for that now. If you have cancer, cancer could drain your account from 2 million to 0. And the other day, when was it? Monday, my wife, my daughter told me, she said, Dad, I feel, my son and my daughter-in-law, they feel like eating garlic chicken. I said, no problem, let's go to the grocery. And that's the type of father I am. If my children say they feel like eating something now, I will leave whatever I'm doing and go. It takes nothing out of me to do that. And my children would bear testimony to that. My wife will bear testimony. If she tell me, let's go here, I go on. I will always take time out. But when I went to the grocery, it pained me. You know why it pained me? I see one chicken for $74 and a next chicken for $78. And when I look at the chicken, partner, long time it had something called marasmi. I say like them chicken had marasmi. And when I thought to myself, and maybe it is me, I real stupid, because I could afford to buy that chicken. I could afford to buy 10,000 chicken like that, because God bless me. I take no credit for what I have. I thank God for temporarily lending me these things. And when I look at that, I say, but wait now. Minimum wage is $20 now. One chicken is nearly $80. So you have to work 4 hours to buy one chicken. But not only that, you have to buy green seasoning. And you have to buy a little black pepper and all kind of thing to season up your chicken. So therefore, that is about a $20 gone there again. But then again, you must cook something with the chicken. Your rice and your dal or whatever. And that works out to another $20 again. And then you tell yourself, but wait now, I had to travel to and from work. That money gone. You have 0 to save. And that is the case of literally tens of thousands of people in this country who have the ability to do well, but cannot because they're being stifled. Look, for example, with me. I've said it before. I could hire 50 people in the morning if I'm allowed to grow my businesses. But because I am open and I speak out, government target me and I tell them, go to hell. Go to hell. Or you could come after me again and again. I don't care. Go to hell. Because I am not going to back down. And I always remind people, the sad reality is that tomorrow, see when you cross 50? When you cross 50, you already have one foot in the grave. The other foot is just waiting to fall. And that foot could fall today or tomorrow. And everything that we have is on loan. The car that you have is on loan. The wife that you have is on loan. The house that you have is on loan, because tomorrow when you go, somebody assumes ownership of what you had. So whatever you had before was not really yours. It was just being loaned to you. So what we fighting for? What it is we killing ourselves for? When we could do something that would improve our legacy when we die, make us into somebody. And that is why I continue to say, Kamala did well when she was there, but she is going to leave instead of a hero. She's going to leave as a zero because she is not going to win the next election because Shani Mahasabha, there's a rift. You know that, right, Moody? Yeah, there's a rift because you have a good man like Rambali, a hard worker like Rambali saying that, you know, once she is there, he is not part of that again. And basically, at the end of the day, I don't blame him. So what is going to happen? You have the people who will continue to prop her up and prop her up into this dotishness. She lost 12, 13 elections, and she's going to lose the general election because nearly every Muslim that I've spoken to said they are not supporting the UNC once Kamala is there. Many contractors who finance, not supporting the UNC once Kamala is there. But you have the illiterates who will support no matter what. And when she loses again, they go ball that Rowley is this and Rowley is that. But it's because of your stupidity that Rowley is there. We need to take a break, and when we come back, we'll take some of your calls. Remember, you're watching Breaking Barriers right here on IBN Channel 8. We'll be back.
I'm Brian. I've been welding for more than 25 years. It's a rough job, so I need tools that last long and work efficiently. The most important tool that I use every day is a welding machine. A good one, in my experience, must last at least, let's say, 4 to 5 years without breaking down or losing efficiency. I've been using a Ronix welding machine for about 4 years now, and it's been a really good companion.
Ronix Premium Quality. Ronix Heavy Duty 89 Series. High efficiency, brushless 20-volt motor. All-in-one professional angle grinder kit. Ronix brushless angle grinder.
Welcome to the home of Pure Oxygen Spring Water. A breathtaking 1,000 feet above sea level, where the elements collide. In an area of outstanding natural beauty. This land, our land, embodies nature, and our methods respect it. We use clean energy, solar, hydro, wind, to bring you the cleanest water. Every drop, sustainably sourced from pristine Cornish farmland. From the raw beauty of rainfall to our state-of-the-art bottling facility. Situated on an ancient underground lake. We're reminded of the timeless power of pure water. But it doesn't stop here. The secret of cure lies in the pure oxygen we so carefully infuse. To breathe life into every bottle of pure water, without chemicals or additives. Cure pushes the boundaries of what water can do, uniting life's most essential ingredients. Water and oxygen. The next generation of hydration. Pure Oxygen, nature's ultimate water.
This year, protect your home with a beautiful standing seam roof that is built to last. Standing seam roofs are proven to last longer, eliminate potential leak points and rusting that screws cause. Build to Last is offering 5% off your purchase, plus save up to $2,000 with free roll forming of your roofing sheets and guttering. Roofing that's built to last. Build to Last Hardware and Roofing Manufacturing Limited, Southern Main Road, Freeport. Call or WhatsApp 355-7703.
Mitsu Air Limited, authorized Mitsubishi air conditioning dealer. No need to replace your air conditioning units ever so often. Split units, cassette, ductable, CTVIF systems, and much more. Mitsubishi Electric has long been powering industries and providing solutions for healthy living. Mitsu Air Limited boasts the industry's first 10-year warranty on all parts and labor. Inverter units are also available. Don't hear it, just feel it. Mitsu Air Limited, 246 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Give us a call at 674-4000 or 675-4000 or email us at mitsu.limited@gmail.com.
And welcome back, my friends. And of course, just a reminder that we have been having some problems with our live feed for those of you who are on Facebook, but we'll try to load it up accordingly. My guys, we are still trying to work with Flo to try and so we could get that issue sorted out. But like I say, it's a perennial problem. It's like a cockroach infestation. Apparently every Wednesday it occurs, and Flo is a cockroach. Well, I could tell you, boy. Right, so let's go to the other slide, guys. Police, right, seized a vehicle which was believed to have had an AR-15 rifle inside a refrigerator in the tray of the vehicle. The vehicle was taken to the Cunupia police station for a comprehensive search, but was stolen before the search could be conducted. You see why I continue to say that in this country you can't tell the difference between police and thief? The first thing, and this is in a normal country, a country not with mad people, right? In a normal country, when you take a vehicle in, the first thing you do is check the contents. Is that correct? Because you don't know if those people have a bomb or if they have people inside they're hiding. But the idiots that we have in Trinidad and Tobago, the stupidities, the set of illiterates we have in Trinidad, take the vehicle, park it on the compound, and wait for the owner to come and take it. You just can't make this up, you know. And all you expect to get rid of crime? When the people who are encouraging crime is the same people who are supposed to be getting rid of it? All you know that ain't gonna happen. Let me just give you a reminder again that Sunday we are having our bazaar, right? Make sure and come down Sunday from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Bring down the entire family, right? It's our fundraiser. We have chair playing, right? Oh, and I needed somebody to volunteer to do face paint, and that is the only thing. And we're searching for those empty tins all over, boy, for Tin Pan Alley, and we can't get those empty cans. You know the cans that they use. Anybody who knows where we can get those empty cans that they use to peel down, let me know, please. I'll greatly appreciate it. And anyone who willing to bring a Dunkin' tank from Barapur from tomorrow, let me know, please. It could fit on a Kia pickup. So if there's anybody who willing to just organize that first, please, I'll greatly appreciate. Let's go again, guys. Guyana to build sugar refinery on site of closed sugar estate. You know, this was just tell earlier, you know, boy. This was telling earlier, when all you think we have stupid people running government, past and present. It's not no joke, you know. It's not no joke. We shut down the sugar industry. We shut down our oil refinery. So the things that we need to make a little kakada, it's no longer there anymore. And Guyana now, the same country, all of the Trinidadians used to bad talk and laugh at them because bread was $15. Well, a Linda's slice loaf is $18 now. So who's stupid? And I don't blame Guyana for laughing at us because we have idiots in charge here. So they have a right to laugh at us. Guyana, all go strong, boy. All go strong. Do all you have to do. Because when you look at what is taking place here, apparently we like it so. What going on in Port of Spain and all over, fetting, that is not a problem. Let everybody enjoy themselves. Let's go again, guys. Next slide. Omar Abdullah from the First Wave movement did a judicial review on a request with the ministry, And the ministry is saying that only 50 people had adverse side effects from the vaccine. And nobody died. You know what is amazing? That this ministry could get away because a senior person from the ministry contacted me and told me that that is a lie. The ministry could get away with false statistics. Because there are people who took the vaccine and never recovered up to now. And there are those who took the vaccine, got ill, and died. I spoke to families. So imagine you have a ministry. But then again, why surprise the line? Because them just come on air and say we have the best healthcare. Rowley just come and say, and all them other fellas just come and say, we are the best healthcare in the Western Hemisphere. And when them had to go and get a self-checkout, every man flying out. Every man flying out, you know. But we are the best healthcare. Let's go again. Last slide. Okay, that's it. Well, let's open up our phone lines and let's take some calls. And let's hear what the general public have to say on all the issues that I've spoken about and the ones that I've not spoken about. So while we are organizing to get our lines arranged, remember, for those of you, oh, by the way, those of you who have businesses and would like to donate stuff for our fundraising event on Sunday, contact me, please. Guys, could you just put my number, please? 6844762. I would like to thank all the people who would be supporting us thus far. Of course, for this event, SM Jalil is always our partner every single year, and we would like to thank them so much. So for those of you who have stuff and you have a business and you would like to donate some stuff, like to put in a ring toss and to give away, 6844762. That's 6844762. Let's go. Hello. Hello.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Well, I'm just calling to tell you, boy, what we really need is a new constitution. Because I have seen this country run straight to the ground. And I believe that we need a new constitution. We could have 100 political parties with the same views. Because our constitution is literally a mess for us. Our judiciary, the presidency, the form of government, it's a mess. And we need a new constitution. So even if we get a new party that gets inside there, the constitution bars it from reforming this constitution.
But you know,
that's my contribution, sir.
You know, is this starting caller? The same people in government who said that we need constitutional reform, they are the same ones saying that we need constitutional reform. Basdev Pandey had said we needed constitutional reform, and when they were there, it was not done.
Well, that being said, sir, the word reform is using the same thing over, you know. So we don't need a reform. We need a new constitution, one that says Trinidad and Tobago, not Trinidad and something or Trinidad and this. We need a constitution that says Trinidad and Tobago. And I have to hang up now. Have a good night, sir.
All right, then, all the best. Now, for me, I have always said that Tobago is an island that could sustain itself. So Tobago has the ability to be like Barbados in terms of tourism, and you give Tobago free rein, let them run on their own, self-determination, let them organize, get their own parliament, or let the THA run their own, and let Tobago separate themselves from Trinidad. Because quite frankly, Tobago has a lot of potential, but Trinidad is what has stifled Tobago. And I could tell you something about Tobagonians. They are some of the hardest working people you could ever meet. Let's go again. Hello.
Hello, good night.
Hi, good night.
Ismail.
Yes.
Good night. Assalamu
alaikum.
I listen to your program, always listen to your program. I'm speaking about from a mother point of view, a daughter point of view, a grandmother point of view, you know, like, you know, I for no, but I see a performance be told talk. In other words, I'll come to the point. You see, you're the store with Miss Kamala, you know what I mean? It's a lady, I find you could be a little more,
no,
you know,
okay.
kind of gentle.
What? No, but
your wife, No, don't say that.
No, but I'm asking you.
It's a lady.
I'm asking you a question. What did I say that was disrespectful or not truthful? I just want
Well, I won't say disrespectful, but I find, well, a lot of people, like, you find she shouldn't be there because it happened. It's that people appreciate that lady so much. They may even want, it's that people in France and say, why are you telling them that?
So,
love Miss Kamala.
So, and what does that have to do with me? If
No,
I
but
consider the woman a political failure, what does that have to do with me? And you are speaking on behalf of your grandmother. You are speaking on behalf of your mother and your sister. You are a man.
And wife.
Are you a man?
I hear you.
If you are a man, speak on behalf of yourself. Because I am telling you as it is. People like you, who have come like here.
Because what happened, to what I see, and what that lady did, I never see that. I never see that. I just see people happy in this country. When she was
so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
My family were happy.
Hold on. Did you see the Beetham wastewater treatment plant? Did you see the amount of billions going to young boys to do paving contracts who didn't know nothing about paving? You didn't see that?
Okay. All right,
did you see?
Okay,
hold on.
It's a law for that. In other words, we're dealing with performance.
And did you see repairs being done on a home and all the equipment there didn't even have a name on the equipment? All you remember that?
Yeah, but you're
singing like a zephyr. No, here, bossman. Bossman, if you care about it, oh God.
I see that.
God, boy.
I see that in my community. It's the best. I used to see people happy, boy. I enjoy that.
Okay, hold on. We're talking now. Let me talk. Let me ask you a question. How old is Kamala Prasad Bissessa? You see, and that is the problem. That is the problem. I don't understand. If you find that Kamala did well, nobody is saying that she didn't. But under Kamala had massive fraud as well too. And I could point you in several directions. So don't make it look like if her party was perfect, because I could give you many examples. But the fact is that I've said it before. We have a woman who lost 12, 13 elections, and we are so stupid we want to keep her there. And I wouldn't be surprised if you are a PNM supporter, because the greatest asset to the PNM is Kamala Prasad Bissessa. Let's go again. Hello.
Yeah, Inshan, good night.
Good night.
Inshan, Kamala supposed to retire and go home already.
And why doesn't she? Why?
But honestly, I don't know, but honestly, she holding back everybody here. I want to move forward country and can't do that already. Serious thing.
And that is why for the internal elections, a clear message needs to be sent, because if that message is not sent, then Kamala is going to remain there, and what is going to happen? PNM going to win again, and all the people who has complained will continue to complain.
I just want to touch on two things before.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, I was looking at interviews with Gary Griffith, right? Where he was saying, don't blame Urla, it's the Police Service Commission, right? And honestly, he is quite right.
Correct.
Because Urla did not select herself and put she there. The Police Service Commission that select she to put she in that seat. So them people in that commission supposed to be removed immediately for the failure of this commissioner. Because she wasting time, and these people just sit down there collecting money while not supposed to be so. You telling me you making failed decisions, right? And you still on our board, right? Nah, man, that can't work.
But Kola, hold on, stick a pen right there.
Tell me.
What took place with Paria? What took place with Paria, where you have 4 men who lost their lives in a pipeline, and I saw the video. And I saw the photos of those men when they were taken out of the pipeline. And it still haunts me up to today. And you telling me that those same people on that board, they ain't stepped down as yet. So imagine for the Police Service Commission. They're shameless.
The last thing I want to touch on before I go, right, is that I see the Prime Minister and Stuart Young went across to Washington to have crime talks and things, right? But I don't know if it's just me, but if you're going to talk about national security and crime talks and you wouldn't have a national security minister present with you, I don't know, and I just asked him a question. I don't know if he was there and he was in the picture, but I ain't seen him.
No, but he is the National Insecurity Minister.
Oh, so Rolly don't really need you around then?
No. Oh, I mean, think about it. One is that, remember, Stuart Young is the Minister of everything, you know. Stuart Young is Minister of Health, Minister of Drainage, Minister of Works, Minister of Agriculture. That is Stuart Young.
True. Anyway, John, you enjoy it.
All the best, my friend. Take care. Let's go again. Hello.
Okay, no problem.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Good evening. Inshan, good evening. You know what I have a problem with? Prime Minister going for vacation and the country in hell. Murders and all kind of things. And he going for vacation?
No, he ain't going for vacation. He say he going for health checkup. He went June last year and he going back again.
Yeah, but he could go. What about we here who can't afford? We stay here and dead, right?
Right, and that is going to continue to be the case for the next 10 years if we continue to vote the way we vote in. If we continue to do what we're doing, it will continue. We will have him running this country. So we definitely need to do something to reshape the opposition politics so that something could happen, something big, rather than what is going on. I fully understand how you're feeling. Justin announced and
just
video.
Imagine, my neighbors got robbed, right? They beat them, take all jewelry, everything. They know the people. They're afraid to talk because they'll come back for them. And that the great is the PNM.
Correct, 100%. You see, only when a minister's family is raped, then you will start to hear the laws coming into effect, right? And God forbid it doesn't happen. But when you look at what is taking place in this country with rapes, with murders, you know the trauma that is placed on people in a robbery. When someone is robbed, every single thing changes psychologically, you know. Every little twitch, every little noise, you expect to wake up in the morning to see people in front of you. And that is the trauma that people go through. But like I said before, when you have a government that is incompetent, a government that finances criminals, a government that partners with criminals, a government that protects criminals, you will get what is happening at present. Let's go again. Hello. Hello?
Yes.
Go ahead, please. You're live.
Yeah. I say I'm calling from Bokaro.
Yes, Bokaro.
Yeah. And good night.
Good night.
Yeah. Firstly, I must say, Inshan is 1,000,000% right when he says that Kamala should go. So long as Kamala there, there is a great access to PNM. PNM would always win so long as she there.
That's correct.
She said Pandey lost 12 elections. He should go. She lost more than he, but she don't want to go. I don't know what she's waiting there on. She is 70 plus, I think.
Yes.
I only hope I'm correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So I can't understand why it is that you don't give somebody else or call a mandate to get somebody to run the party. So we be in a better position to see if we can win.
Power hungry. Yeah. That is it. Power hungry. Power hungry.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And addicted to power.
And she's the highest paid woman in Trinidad right now, because remember she getting a pension from Prime Minister.
Yes.
And then she getting Parliament pension and Parliament money too.
And,
so she's the highest paid woman in Trinidad right now.
And her constituency, is one of the worst constituencies with roads and drains. But the people will continue to vote and support her. I don't understand why people continue to be so stupid. You're getting flood, we go vote Kamala. Drain bad, we go vote Kamala. The road are good, we go vote Kamala. Oh, for God's sake. All you come now, man, wake up now, man. For once in all your life, wake up now. Oh, gosh. Thank you very much, Kola. Right? Run that video for me.
When the Commissioner, Earl Christopher, finds herself being ridiculed on a political platform by Johnny Abraham, it rots my gut. Because I want to tell Mr. Abraham, he is not the only person who knows about crime and criminality in this country. And if I were him, I will shut my mouth. And I say no more for the moment, but I'll wait to say some more. It's people like that who have us where we are today and coming and telling you about they have solutions when you are part of the blasted problem. Any more question?
That is our Prime Minister. That is who PNM people has clapped and support. That is Prime Minister. The worst Prime Minister this country has ever seen in history. The worst in history. And as I said before, I am going to do everything and anything possible to make sure they come out. But we need to put in somebody who could last, because I said it before. I have seen Kamala being, you have the security personnel who will be with her, assisting her to walk. She's having difficulties. The last time she went prayer, she couldn't even stand up on her own. Right? An election is 2 years away. Your health could deteriorate. God knows how far. And then if you win the election, to stay in power for 5 years. All who see that happening, I ain't see that happening. So the fact is that come now, man, let me open my eyes and put somebody who could take this country forward now, boy. For once. Let's go again. Hello. We'll take 3 more calls. Hello.
I'm a remote in my hand.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Good night, Inshan.
Good night.
Do you love Mrs. Prasad Bisesa?
I love every single woman.
All right. I want you to caution yourself, too. My husband loves to listen to your show, and because of his love for you, I start listening. He's not here right now. And Mr. Inshan, with all the good work you are doing, Mrs. Prasad Bisesa has done great things in her 5 years as Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, we are talking, wait. We are talking, hold on. We are talking here now, because what I want you to do, I don't want to go back to that, because we understand those 5 years, but I'll tell you something as well. I know things that you don't know. So don't presume to tell me I don't know. But there are things I also know, which I made public. Like, for example, the contractors who get hundreds of millions of dollars in contracts, and they didn't know what the hell they were doing. So you will talk about what you know. I will talk about what I know. So,
Mr. Ethan, are you aware? Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Are you aware that Dr. Rowley, if they had found all those accusations, because they rode in their campaign, they rode on, they come up and they thief money, and they did this and they did that, and you want to tell me Dr. Rowley, as he is, just don't know, oh God,
hold on. How many elections have Kamala Prasad Bisesa lost?
Why are you talking over me?
Listen to me now. Because this is my program. Listen to me now. Listen to me. Are you going to listen or not? Oh my. Talk. Let me give her opportunity.
They have nothing against her. Right?
Good. You made that point.
Wait. They had all those accusations against her.
Wait.
They would have put her on her and get her before the court already.
Caller.
Yes.
You said that the elections loss is not the point. How do you get into power? By eating cornflakes?
You know how much ballot paper they found behind those print trees in Shan? You have to talk the whole truth. You know how much ballot paper they found?
How long you in Trinidad? How long you in Trinidad? How long you living in Trinidad?
I'm over 60.
Well, good. Well, then you know that a government comes into power by voting, woman.
Like meant to be second class. Anyway, I will keep listening to your program, but I don't like how you're beating up on the woman.
It don't matter. At the end of the day, that is how you win an election. And it is because of people like you, she will continue to be in opposition. Because people like you prop her up.
She won her election, internal election, fair and square. She won it fair and square, and we have to
you know what
respect
is the hardest?
That is why there's something called an election.
Okay,
She was
so she won the internal election.
And we respect her.
She
And
won
she's
the
just a
internal
number, she's
election.
intelligent enough, and
Where
she has a
is
lot
she
of
right
firepower
now?
in her.
Where is she right now? Where is she right now?
She just had come out from the Monday Night Forum. She's preparing her speech again for
Where?
the next
She's
crime
preparing
talk.
her seat again. Well, woman, here what? Brace yourself for opposition because it's stupid thinking that have us where we are. God bless you. Take care. Enough time wasted. Woo. It shows you the level of backward thinking we have in this country. I don't care here what she could have been the best prime minister. That is in the past. We're talking about going forward now. We want betterment. And if it means that somebody lost 11 election, 12 election, you're going back again because that person did good in 5 years, so it have nobody could do good again. That is how stupid and myopic we are. Boy, really, people can't be this dotish in this country, you know. Really, it's a special kind of dotish biscuit we eating. Let's go again. Last call. Hello.
Hello, good night.
Good night.
Good night. I want to make a point.
Go ahead.
All right. In the beginning of the program, you were showing pictures of Carnival Road North, how to fix the road, right? Hear me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, right. That is in front of my house. And even how to fix it, rainfall today, now the road turned to mud. Now, the point I'm making is Darkpour. Darkpour is a UNC stronghold. And this is what they get in front of my gate
show
is
us the
mud.
picture, please, with the paving.
Huh?
But no, I'm showing the picture now with what you're talking about. And this is acceptable because this looking like somebody going by the dentist and have their mouth missing. Look at how they paved this. So I'm not surprised that you have mud in front by you now.
It have mud in the road, vehicles driving on mud because it's boulders. They crush the boulders with a steamroller and they throw some kind of oil on it.
Oh, God. And you know what's the sad part? They are boasting about doing this.
Okay, the road was real bad before.
Right. No,
if you're doing something, I grew up knowing that if you do something good and done, or don't do it at all.
And that is how I grew up as well too. So you're absolutely right. Thank you very much, Kola. Thank you so much. All the best. Well, this is where we have to end it off. As I said before, you know, politics has a way of generating a lot of anxiety in people. And I just want to end off by stating this. Irregardless of if somebody did well in the past, you have to look at the present. And one of the things is that people may have benefited financially from contracts. Their friends or family may have benefited. And that may be one of the reasons why they want the government of the day to be removed so that another government could come in. Or it may be that they have confidence in one person and one person alone because nobody else has shown that they have the ability to lead. In this country, here what's happening now. Even the PNM has said it, that their biggest asset is Kamla Prasad-Bisesa. They say once Kamla there, they will always win election. And they have proven that right in the last 12 elections, local and otherwise, that she's there and they keep winning elections. But the people who want her there are the people who have family and friends in government or in as member of parliament, and councillors, because she's the one that chooses Kamla, is the same one that chooses the same failures. The same people we consider failures as constituency representatives, as members of parliament and councillors, is Kamla who choose many of them. Who you expect to sing? The same people. All right, folks, this is where we have to end it off. And remember, just a reminder that this Sunday, our big bazaar taking place from 12 noon until 6 p.m. or later. Bring the entire, we're going to have go-karts as well. We're going to have go-karts as well for adults and children, of course, children over 12. So make sure and come down. Plus, you would be able to test out the go-karts on Saturday, 40 for children, 50 for adults. and you'll be able to test it out on Saturday evening. So make sure and come down to Baraka Grounds, book this Sunday for clean, fun activities and, of course, food. All right, so I'll catch you next week for Breaking Barriers. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum and good evening.